Hey everyone, welcome to my best 3 Zippo tricks, mods, hacks to save fluid. In this video, we're going to be going over a lot of tricks to save fluid. And if you can please like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, and share. Anything you do help. If you want to help further so I can get a CNC machine, so when I start doing making my own chimney caps and gold plating Zippos and engraving them, you can donate that to my Patreon and become a subscriber. And if you want to win a free sticker from the channel, all you have to do is like and comment on all my videos. You can win this sticker I'm showing right now. Like and comment all my videos and you will get one of these in the mail. You just got to email me your address. And I just want to thank everybody too, because my channel has now hit 500,000 views. We are going strong, going to that million. So without further ado, here is number 3. So for number 3, this is a pretty well-known trick or hack or mod to do to your Zippo. This one for fuel consumption works really good, and I have it set up in my Zippo. I change it back and forth because it really is easy to do. There's 2 different types of wicks that you can do, and one isn't for fuel consumption, one is. I'm going to go over all the pros and cons for both, and I use them both regularly, so I always switch between them. So for fuel consumption, you're going to want to have a lower wick, right? There's the Zippo here. See how the flame is a little shorter, whatever, but it's nothing too bad. Like it's still very usable flame. Oh, but the trick is you got to go to these 2 holes. You got to trim your wick to these 2 holes, push it towards the flywheel. Right? See, mine's a little far away. I push it a little further towards, and she lights. She's a good Zippo. It's a smaller flame, but if you're just using it for what I'm using it for, you don't need a giant flame on your Zippo. And it helps save on fluid consumption, because what happens is when you open it and you're using it, and if your wick's long, that means you're drawing out more vapors and you're lighting up more. That's why your flame is bigger, because you're using more fluid. If you keep it low like that, you're gonna get longer fuel consumption with the lower one. So it's good to have. But then your trick wick is going to be lit all. You're going to trim it at the top of your Zippo here. You pull it all the way to the top, you trim it flush with the top of the chimney. And with the trick wick, it's going to burn every time you spark it. A little bit of spark, that thing's going to light up. It's a nice wick to have, but it goes through a ton of fluid. You use so much fluid using it. There is a happy medium you can do. You can trim it a little shorter if you want. You don't have to go as low as the 2 things. You can have it right between those 2 holes. And it's not a bad flame. Like, it's a big flame. It's not like it's small, but it works good. And that's pretty much like a beginner entry thing to do to your Zippo. Wick length does matter a lot, right? And if you're doing tricks, you want it longer. If you want fuel consumption, you want it shorter. So hopefully that helps. And stay tuned for number 2, because number 2 is also a very good trick to do to your Zippo. All right, everybody, number 2 is another good trick or mod or hack to do to your Zippo to save on fluid. So if you have the fluid consumption wick trimmed halfway through the chimney, push close to the flint wheel, you're good. And then you're going to want to put the bag on, right? I do all 3 of these tricks I'm going to show you, mods, hacks, whatever you want to call them. I do all 3 of them to my Zippo, and it gets me the most fluid. You're going to want to do the bag trick. The bag trick, you just put a bag on the bottom. I like to use a freezer bag because they are thicker than a sandwich bag. And they hold together well, and they rip less, and they're a little thicker, so they hold the insert really well in the Zippo too, right? The bag trick is going to save you a ton of fluid. Usually I get about 10 to 12 days on a bag trick in a brand new Zippo insert with regular rayon cotton. And changing your cotton regular is obviously going to help too. But some people don't get very long with the bag trick. Unfortunately, guys, if you live close to the equator or where it's hot all the time, the bag trick's probably only going to get you an extra day and a half. From everyone I talk to who lives there, they do say that it does get them extra life out of their Zippo, but the problem is it's so hot there, it still evaporates just as fast, right? The heat makes it evaporates more, it makes the metal expand, so it's hard to do. But they were going from 3-4 days to 4-5-6 days, so it does help a little bit, but not as much as it would in northern areas or more southern areas where there's winter and things like that, and snow and cooler temperatures. In the cold, the Zippo fluid lasts so long. It's really great. You get really good consumption from your fluid in the winter. So the bag trick does help a lot. I suggest everybody do the shorter wick, the bag trick, and then the number one trick I'm going to show you. This is a new one, and it really takes the cake. A lot of people have been using it, and if you do all three, you're really going to save on fluid consumption. So make sure you stick around and watch number one. So number one is the newest trick mod hack to the family. I have to say this is the best one, hands down. I love this trick. This has worked beyond expectations, better than I ever thought it was going to work. This is cotton bacon. It's a vape bacon. It's for coils. It's a wicking cotton. It's long like this. It's long like this, and it's not squares. It's just like it's just long strips. This is one I cut up. It's long strips. You take the rayon cotton out of this and you repack it with this cotton. It goes crazy on the fluid. It's crazy how much fluid you can put in your Zippo, and it'll last so long. The first time I ever did it, I did it with no bag trick. I wanted to do a test without a bag just to see how long I can get. The first time I did it, I got 12 days. I filled it up 12 days straight. I got with just the cotton bacon. Then the next time I did it, I was doing crazy amount of tricks all day. I was using it more than I normally would. I was using it on live streams, just abusing the fluid. Lasted 9 days. And I'm on like, I don't know, I think I'm on day 9 or 10 with now I'm testing it with the cotton and the bag trick and the shorter wick, and I'm on day 9 or 10. And it doesn't look like it's slowing down. Like that, it's still going strong. No problems at all. And so I have some subscribers that went out and bought it the same day I posted the video on. I completely show you how to repack it and everything like that in my other video. The link will be in the description for that video if no one has seen it. I'll show you how to go through and how you should pack it with the wick and everything like that. One guy got 14 days. Another guy got 13 days. Another guy got 12 days. Right off the hop, everybody is saying that this is saving him so much fluid, and that's all without the bag trick. So I'm still going to be rocking hard. I'm still untested on the short wick, bag trick, and cotton. I do not know yet, but I will have those numbers, and my subscribers will hear about it. So and another thing I wanted to bring up, though, when buying cotton, try not to get the one thing I noticed at every store I went to look at this. I didn't order this online. I got this in a store. The other cotton, like the squares, I couldn't find any of the squares pads that were as good as quality cotton as this. Like, you can just feel this. The squares do not feel like this. And then there is the organic cotton balls you can get too, but they also too have a different texture. I'm sure they will work, but nothing feels as high as quality as this wicking cotton. And I've seen other wicking cotton like this, 100% organic wicking cotton, and it's just like this too. It's not the same brand. You don't have to get the same brand. It is just as good as quality as this. And another thing I want to bring up too is when you put in this fresh new cotton, you do not taste the fluid as much. You do not smell the fluid as much. It's amazing how much this filters the fluid. It's pretty impressive. I hope everyone does this to their Zippo, and I hope everyone finds this useful. This stuff's easy to come by. Go out, get it, and try it on your Zippo, guys, and post your results back in the comments. All right, everybody, take care. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good one. So remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, and share. Thanks everyone for watching. If you want to help out, make sure to donate to my Patreon. We can get this thing going real big, guys. And thanks for watching. Thanks to all my subs, and thanks for everyone who's going to sub in the future. It's been one hell of a ride. It's great having you.